Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Or good, I say good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well. If you guys are watching this video, go ahead and consider following me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/LordFit1. I'll put it in the pinned description if you want to see it. And you see me live, do a bunch of random gacha games. ZZZ being my main game. Anyways, we're going to start 1.7 story. Weiss. Which was... Venus sent a message. Seems they made more progress in the sacrifice issue. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been in management Mockingbird, but we haven't talked to her in quite a while. Bill, do you want to arrange a time to meet up with her? Let's do it. So, what happened last time? What happened last time, guys, is we pretty much got a... What do you call it? A build-up. We were only reaching the climax at 1.6, so there wasn't really much going on. You originally planned to watch some video turn yourself up, but you ended up on 100%. Of course. Damn! You're really gone. Damn!
This time, let me.
Vivian?
Damn, she's so gooning. She's hard gooning on us. That's kind of cute though.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
God damn. Would she have done that to Wise? I'm so curious of that. Would she have done the same thing to Wise?
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself.
She just slept on the couch with me.
I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
The what voice?
What? Sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest.
Alright, that should be loud enough.
Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month.
Excuse me?
Though it is a bit late.
Bro, just live with us.
Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family.
Oh, that's not good. Now is it?
Found the source yet.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him. Some people feel bad for him.
Looks like the plan failed.
Struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the...
How does Vivian have all these sources? I know she's a member of Mockingbird, but they made it seem like Hugo's actually the mastermind of all of Mockingbird, while Vivian's just there. But maybe Vivian's more than just meet the eye.
If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Hartman won't give up just like that. Could it be that someone's trying to get rid of Hartman?
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter how hard I search, I can't find a single trace of him. Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core. Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Oh no. And that's probably going to tie up to 2.0.
But I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss.
Faith in matters, huh?
Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
If I were Vivian, No. Vivian should try to get it. Well, she probably has admiration for these two. Simply because she admires it, but if she gets too close, she might turn like into Icarus. She got too much to her idol where it became numb to her. Then what else does she have after that?
We can't make our guest wait outside.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Vathan. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Alright.
Lycon's outside the video store.
No.
He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in.
Bro, Vivian's
He's
fine.
stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But he really needs to talk to us.
I really feel like Vivian's a real
We should
mastermind.
Speak with him first.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Oh, I learned a new technique, guys. By learn, I mean I was talking to myself. So apparently, if I keep my eyes open wider, it would be so much better for the viewer's experience.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety.
No.
However,
Why would it? Well, I guess because it's tops.
as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian.
I feel like it might be just me, but Lycon should speak louder.
Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian looks perfectly normal today.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
It seems like Lycon is very stern. As too, I don't know the right word really. It's quite. He could tell. He could tell people apart, and their feelings. But when it comes to people around him, he's an absolute pup. He does not know.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own
Neutral, guys.
and I get
We're gonna say
where you're
neutral.
coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
Give me like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Cream the others.
I respect that. Thank you.
Alright. I hope you guys don't hear that in the background. Baby, as you return to the video store with Lycon, Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival. She probably already knew.
I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy.
Alright.
As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, Hugo's still alive.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out?
See, that's how that's how adults talk, guys.
Master Proxy,
Just talk it out.
we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
When you have a goal together. When you guys have a similar goal, you work with your enemies.
The mayor has tasked me with
And I doubt they're enemies.
mission and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I'm gonna think about it.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
You know, regarding this, is Baron Weiss, you know, still anonymous to his everybody, or does everybody know who the Phaethon is? So what's the point of their identity? As what do you call it? You know, I forgot what they are. I forgot what they are. What's the point of their identity if everybody knows? The higher ups, every higher up knows. Well, what do you think about Leica's suggestion and work with the mayor? A moment at the instant sacrifice of what Bringer left us. We're gonna get someone to investigate, but it will take a significant amount of time, and the time it takes, we can't afford to wait. So working with the mayor is a good option. Mockingbird has always been against authority, or would it be against your vows to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just going against authority. Mockingbird also hopes could give all equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with, at the moment at least. We do not have to talk to Lycon. Oh my, we still have to go talk to Lycon. It seems you made a major decision. Let's talk to the mayor.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map.
Okay.
The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter.
God damn it, Landon.
Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago.
Oh, Rip and Landon.
He was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
Well, that's not good now, is it?
The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost.
Hell, Landon again.
What happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then? But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltist's most successful attempts at creating sacrifices.
Already passed away.
Since this person has already passed away, and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Someone from Tops. What are Tops?
Someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards.
Okay, that's what they are.
Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. My guess is correct. Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for Tops?
But what's in it for Tops? There's no way the exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms.
Very greedy and stupid.
The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly
Is Vivian
do we
part of
stand
Tops,
to
or do we not
public
know
opinion?
yet?
Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over
wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted.
W. Mayor.
As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration.
What is it that you want from us?
After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it.
Wait, so are we expecting like more people like Bringer? Bringer's considered a sacrifice. So if everybody becomes a Bringer type of level, ethereal, that's kind of bad.
I'd like to ask you to retrieve
I so there's a number of people.
from those locations.
Well, assuming Caesar wanted to fight that shit, I'm pretty sure each faction could deal with one.
Once you do, so no one will be able to use them again.
even what's it called, the Cold Squad. You got Sambi, Silver Soldier Army, OP as hell, and then we got Billy, probably a very strong guy that we still haven't seen
On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition.
go, all out at least.
And uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work.
How do you know that?
You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Our teacher's research.
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices.
We don't want new Eridu falling into chaos either.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Cool. I'm glad you two have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we will be ensuring successful recovery of the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, feel free to contact me anytime. Like Conley's thereafter. Lord Phantom, should we head out? Let's do it. Let's save.
Asset confirmed. Preparing.
Want to see the red scarf?
Good day, Lord
We
Phaeton.
got Vivian, we got Jane Doe. Who's the third one?
Should I use
Asher Yao. Should we do Asher Yao? Do I want Asher Yao? That's number 3. Hold up. I want Asher Yao to be number 2. Jane Doe to be in that.
Take a deep breath. The spotlight's about to shine.
Equipment. Alright, everything looks good.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
Everything looks good.
Lead the way, Lord Phaeton.
And we're using Robin. Oh, by the way, I did get my Vivian. I'm a Vivian haver.
Phaeton, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Watch your blind spots.
The last 2. Alright. That's probably the best way to do it.
Someone already taken the dormant sacrifice, or did the Exaltus decide to reload? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, did she realize?
Is it favorite silence that said you hear another voice someone debating. You don't know what it is, so you decide to pull it and listen.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? Been walking around forever.
But these guys look like nobodies. NPC behavior.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprised they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind.
Probably something. He was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here, and we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shit.
Let's get out of here for...
After the two Topps reported left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps. She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
If we're talking about that one girl in 1.4, yeah, she seems kind of crazy.
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who?
I apologize for losing my
Bella's
composure.
cute.
The she I'm referring to is with the exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the exaltists bring back painful memories. So,
I wonder if she's an experiment from the exaltist.
please give me a little more time. Once I've got...
She is vampire.
I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praise. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime.
No.
First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by...
Cool.
Wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
Oh, a box.
I just can't shake the feeling that... something bad is about to happen.
Would it be a situation where I want to build up more? No, I'm actually bad at the game, guys. The dormant sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be and what they know the location of dormant sacrifice? Let's check to see the location. Hey, Beryl is actually in the hollow.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
Ah, that was a box here.
Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people.
Where's that enemy up top? Wow, this box is trolling me.
Joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. For the first time, I need it for more than just my curse.
Your curse?
Here either. Are we too late?
Sorry guys, I want to check everything. There's nothing here. Oh, what if there was something here? I just didn't bother attacking. I'm gonna bang people on a toilet. There's a girl there. Oh, I can't go this way.
I knew it was you, Vivi.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the...
Vivian, don't call...
Are you trying to stop...
I never left the Exaltist.
You know what Landon...
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now.
So Vivian's part of the Exaltist before.
We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being bored?
Help me. Vivian, You see me, don't you? You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around this again.
Camille!
Vivian gives Vivian one last glance. There was a smoke bomb. Okay.
Lord Nathan, watch out!
Alright, because we are in our physical body, right?
Let's take care of the ethereals first. Oh, for Lord Nathan!
Found your weakness.
Cool. After finding the deal, you searched for a long time. You find Dormant Cycle. After deliberating with Vivian, you decided to leave the hall for now.
You two took longer than I expected.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrament.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifice.
You saw it.
Vivian is telling the truth.
And one of them, I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death.
So you have a history with the Exaltists?
When I was a child, back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself.
Vivian.
Please.
Okay.
I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
No worries.
Oh,
I'll
so
probably have your back until you're feeling better.
so she's saying you're gonna spend a long time of attention.
Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug.
Good morning, Lord. Early stream today? Yes, it is an early stream. How you doing, Psycho? Good morning.
Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers
I'm
have
good.
died.
That's awesome.
The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual.
I wouldn't start 2 hours earlier,
Controversy and the issues buried.
but I was watching some Mario. I was about to go, no. No, I wouldn't start a lot earlier, but you know, I saw Marvel Rivals, and I saw somebody playing Luna Snow as crazy offfield. No, crazy backlines. Hey man, is that good? Yeah, you had the bed. I appreciate you just stopping by and saying hello. Yeah, it is still morning. Well, it's afternoon now. It's 2:38 p.m.
But considering the Ravenlock's financial position,
I can't sleep now. You can?
so generous.
Well, this 1.7 story. Stay on. You can stay and watch. I only just started, so we haven't gotten to the meat of the story yet. Sounds sketchy.
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying
Been up
you
all
made
night.
the
What's a few
accidents and the
more?
workers'
True. A few more hours wouldn't hurt.
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this.
Who knows? Zanko, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, I might still be streaming when you come back, when you wake up.
Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My
Let's go.
I'm in. Let's go together.
Let's go on a date, Vivian. I'm pretty sure Ace is still sleeping. Should I wake him up? Should you wake him up? Should you? Oh god, Part of me would have said, yeah, wake him up. No, that was so good.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel.
If you want, you can just send him a message that, yo, Lord Fate is streaming extra early.
She's like a
And then if he wakes up after I finish streaming, he's gonna be sad.
I learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
Yeah, man, yeah, probably let him sleep.
Rain, long time no see.
Yeah, it's been
It's
a while.
right, everybody's favorite informant.
Rain? You two knew each other?
When he wakes up, I'm gonna tell him before he gets Brecky. Brecky?
Yeah, Faithin. Long time no see.
Yeah. You... Oh, you're gonna tell him after you wake up? That's gonna be hard.
Rain,
Oh,
you
breakfast.
actually know that Lord Faithin is Lord
Believe it or not, he shows up on my stream super early, and then he gets breakfast.
No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Faithin.
Oh, yeah. Damn, Rain is so tight with everybody. Oh, really? Yeah. He shows up at what? At my 5 a.m. So 2 hours and 20 minutes from now. He says this all the time. I already slept. Or I sleep later. And then, you know, I'm streaming for an extra 4 hours and then he says, oh, I'm having breakfast now. Like, damn. I know, man. And then I see you, Zanko, all the time with the one VTuber. I can't remember what their name is anymore. Like, that's like midday. Is it midday? I thought he was like in the middle of the night.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect
He
a legendary
saying times,
boss to be
really?
running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol.
He lives in the Philippines, I believe. And I thought you live in Australia. I don't know which one of us. Oh, I live in Texas. We have a whole 12-hour system away.
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Faithin wouldn't be interested in.
Why are you all tense? Right. Lord Faithin lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol.
Wait. Oh. Wait, so... No, we already know. We already know who's
Remember
Vivian's
when
idol.
you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense.
Oh, wait. Y'all live together? What the fuck? He's saying you guys live in different countries.
Like there
But
was
that's he's full of it.
and
Ooh, I'm a lecture him when he gets here.
or something like that.
And maybe I should talk a cat or something. Meow meow?
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Faithin, please, let's drop this talk.
Come on, Vivian. It's been
Nekomata?
years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh?
Hey,
Oh, wow.
Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right. Let's get
Well,
down to
most
business.
important business, Zenko.
Here's something
Have a
I'm
good
pretty
night.
sure about.
Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, man.
The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it.
Right, silly me.
The last
1.7.
signal from those workers
Oh,
was
you're so right. I totally forgot.
dark.
It's when they went out the other, even though I said it.
Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter.
How does Ray know all this stuff?
I
Anyway.
caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely.
No.
The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing. So that's where you come in.
Okay, We'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're unsure about?
Not gonna lie, Rain must be loaded with so much cash. Cause everybody goes to Rain.
Dug up some
I
info
legit, I mean
online, and
everybody.
one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned
And she looks like
warehouse.
ordinary citizen. Any better person you want with that? Not gonna lie, I don't play this game but Smash. Rain, right?
The place
I
was
agree
locked
with
up,
you.
So no one could see what was happening.
All three,
inside.
same.
Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well,
I like
we'll
Belle a
be
lot.
here for you.
I really do.
Thank you. Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, you've come a long way. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. People will appreciate you for who you are. I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know, I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of. So, I'll...
Pretty good. Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions she knows someone who really skilled at finding people in real life, so you follow her to continue on your way. Who would be the best person to find in real
Pay no
life?
mind to what Rain said.
There's a cat. It's a black cat. So it's either
Guys up ahead. Let's hurry.
So it's either it's not this guy, right? It's this Bang Boo. Long time no see. You seem to be doing well, little one. Nah. You're my middle also fans is not man. Your friend got ill before and it was a manager who helped him. I didn't realize you two knew each other. The next time I heard your manager's place, I would get to see you too. The little guy is Lucky Boo. My old boss at my previous workplace bought it at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk the pay wages, he didn't take care of his Bang Boo either. That got really terrible. Then this little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw him out because he didn't want to spend money on repairs. Really, it could have been fixed with a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery the bestest ever. All he did was change the battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. You're amazing too. I earned her Denny just enough to buy a battery. One Denny Boo. Oh, they scanned this boo. So that's where Danny Bang Boo battery comes from. Honestly, you got plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? I learned pet one Danny Boo and give Denny. And you found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. So that's how you learned that. Did you need help from me? I'm super happy to help. God, there's so much text. Yeah, I'm super happy. I want to keep laughing. You should go and do whatever important stuff you need to do. Let's play together soon. So we're going to
Baby Boo is just too cute, right?
No. It's a desert right here?
I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
The weak man. It seems that the person ran and one Danny Boo we're talking about. Lord Phaethon, please stand back up. I cannot ascertain if we end up doing something extreme considering his current mental state. I'm afraid he might hear you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Should we protect... Well, no, Vivian is a lot stronger than us.
Don't take me back. Please, I was wrong. I know I messed up. Please, no.
Calm.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything.
Okay.
What do you want from me?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them.
Bro, just tell them.
You never saw me. Please, just stop.
Don't you wish to see your family?
It's my fault.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody.
He's right.
If you care about your family and friends, even a butterfly flapping its wings can send
See this, guys?
surging across
A
the
normal
ocean.
tactic is giving them giving them hope.
No one knows how this will turn out, but if you do nothing now,
Just giving them false
the
hope.
only thing waiting for you at the we're not here to turn you in, and we won't.
It's something I do every day to the women in my life.
I'll help you.
I'll give
return
them
to
false
your
hope for a good time.
But you must tell us precisely what happened.
That old man's hot.
Large amount of money.
Like smash hot or
Used to go into
nah?
the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources. So after we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box.
That's probably the sacrifice box.
When we got there, they handed us some pills saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow. But after
Can't say something else than that.
everything went fuzzy. Something
You
was
can't say or
wrong
you
with
won't
those
say.
pills.
Or there is nothing to say.
I woke up. I saw my coworkers. They said something about me being a good experiment. Moved me somewhere else and locked me up.
No comment.
They
Oh,
wanted to inject me with something.
interesting.
I got scared.
Interesting.
What was gonna happen?
I invoked the fifth. As a proud owner of the fifth, I hereby forbid the fifth.
But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
The blonde. Oh, that's probably Hugo.
So I escaped. I didn't want to
What?
kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their
I'm really, I don't know about. Oh, I agree. That's that's perfectly normal.
You know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building.
Oil up that man. I bet he'll be looking up. He looking mighty tasty at oil up.
I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate.
That's probably like the bringer stuff.
I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistake.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest
Who
easy
could actually protect them?
and your family won't be dragged.
And from what I understand, Vivian doesn't have any backing. Well, she has backing, but who is her backing?
Once this is all over,
Bella's a fake down. Nobody really knows her. The only one who can support him is the mayor. You and Baby come to the mayor. The mayor represents Victoria House team agrees to protect the worker and keep all his identity confidential. Soon Rena arrives to take the man away. Damn, he got taken away by the best person in housekeeping. Mentioned that the mayor will confirm the location based on his description. You were remarkably calm.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough.
It looks like somebody brought her up to be a well-endowed person.
There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
It's kind of hard, man.
It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends.
It's kind of good that these characters are well fleshed out. They have, good personalities, not like Genshin Impact. Well, they have that one personality, and that's how they run the script.
And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Vathan. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Let's start with the Red Fang gang.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Vathan account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
The Red Fang gang? Who the hell are they again? As you walk alongside the river in Luminous Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't part of them, she had been to many places where they took place. She's been in the Chaotic Hollow with Camilla, Golden Week. She has her favorite sandwich at Cheesetopia, and she even received the Star Circular from Officer Mew Mew for rescuing Bangbu. You are amazing at a coincidence of life and new Eridu. How your past have crossed so many times without you realizing it. After a long chat, it's time for a meal.
Remember, it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Bill is so cute.
Lord Vathan!
What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
So she was following us.
It was me. Following you. And now I've finally made it to your side.
That's that was mess.
Since I was little.
That was mad stalker behavior, guys.
Bringer of bad fortune.
At least it wasn't like bad, you know. I think it's cute.
I had traveled to
But if it was a guy,
and witnessed far too much
I don't know.
misfortune. Every tear I shed.
Damn, this looks kind of sick.
I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. One night,
Oh
I
wait.
stumbled upon a post discussing me.
What if this is my thumbnail?
Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed
What if that's a
convinced I was the
thumbnail?
source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others
Go your thumbnail.
maliciously.
Yeah.
It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw so many lights. Not knowing
What
where
a
to go,
nice song.
I thought,
Bum bum.
if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind. And right then, my phone rang.
Better.
I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world.
Oh, don't tell me it was us.
It was you, Lord Vathan.
It was us.
Wait, really? Me?
So we stopped Vivian from ending herself. Somehow.
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you.
Would it be this?
Face.
Would it be the same thing if we had chosen Wise as our main character?
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Why? Just tell us.
Huh? No!
So, Lord Vathan, thank you not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
The wind skirms across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing against her cheek. Black screen, white text. The light reflected in her eyes danced flickering as she eager to share the stories of the past, both good and bad and happy to the end. Emotions intertwine. With the narrative, you feel as though you witnessed a path she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
You know, they could have made a very short
Go over the details.
video on that. A little short animation just to show that instead of just saying it.
Belle, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian, the gentleman Reno brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people.
Okay.
We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
Give it to us.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Lord Fenton, we will head out as soon as you're ready. We must obtain the sacrifice core before Harmon does. Let's do it. And of course, guys, we will be using our Vivian. We're gonna be using our Vivian is more important.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. It's just that. Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core?
What if she's gonna be turned into a bringer?
And I
A
can't
sacrifice.
shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Tina to meet. Why is that?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We
But she's
must
trying to
ensure
pass
Hartman keeps the core before
She's not trying to tell us yet.
I've got a shortcut plan, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Viv.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan. You're in capable hands.
Alright.
Don't touch me. Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Vathan!
God damn, she's super serious. Pop. Wow. I can't believe there's a time where Jane Doe could one-shot him.
Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage.
Oh, can we see them still? We can see them still.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Bop.
Lord Vathan! Let's keep moving, Lord Vathan.
Cool.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Vathan.
Bop. Oh, we got 3. I swear this one gave us 4. Oh no, it charged 1. It charges 1, but it gives us 2. The charged one gives the second one.
I'll make it painless.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
They're still
The problem is it burns through her it burns through what's it called, her life essence pretty fast whenever you use a character that does a lot of anomaly.
Let's hurry.
That's something you gotta watch out for when playing Vivian, because you do lose out on
Who has the sacrifice
a lot
core?
of
Tremendous
stacks.
resultists. It would be really dangerous.
So hypothetically, maybe energy region might be good for
Hand over
Vivian.
what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little girl.
Wow, these are some fodder characters.
Sacrifice core. Lord So Hartman never kept the core here to begin.
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Yeah, four random NPCs. Oh, who is this girl?
Vivian, it's been ages.
Oh, damn. Now, she doesn't look like a character that we could play, but she's different.
Dina! Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
Who's
I
Daddy?
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't
Dude,
be.
Hugo pull a fast one then.
How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina puts Hartman and Coley inserts the core into the open wound of one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground screaming. Diana wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So, the masterpiece Father made for the Creator? Isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding?
So, the real...
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors? Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not?
Damn, holy shit.
If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame, whether I shed tears or not. He'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Father did it for his great
So
cause.
Landon is Dina's father.
Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish.
Damn. She kind of crazy.
Give me the sacrifice core. Be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it, then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
And Jennifer's aware several explosions are followed by tremor in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Harvey rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camilla and Gina with the fuck? If you almost got like betrayed, wouldn't it be like fine to, you know, just say, nah, I'm good, buddy? And bro, they're gonna give it like different ethereals. Give us other type of ethereals than these. Well, this is a new one though. Yeah, like this. Give us ethereals like this. Different and strong one, not just weak one.
No escape.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Oh.
There are so many.
How will best stop this? Oh, this is how. God damn. OP. OP.
Shun Palace, good fortune, close gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now.
Holy boobs. Jun Jian. Did you see the daughter with the regular movement? Damn! God damn. That's actually cool. Pretty freaking cool.
Finally, peace and quiet.
God damn, I want to see that cousin again.
You must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
13th generation master Yunkai Summit. Yunjin.
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see.
Damn, she has an aura. She points straight at you. I came to go see you.
At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
We already raised them up, guys.
So you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Pretty cool. Musician leaves and saying this while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Let's leave the hollow first.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Uh-oh. No, okay, we're good. Damn, that little animation was pretty good. The best part was the boobs.
Are you going to rest now?
Oh, I'll put it down.
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and
You want to talk, I'm here to listen.
something's bugging you. Just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune. So no matter where I went, no one wanted me around. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltus. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them.
So you make ethereals to fight the hollows for you.
Tina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltus respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father.
Okay.
Things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that would...
Was the blessing medicine the sacrifice serum?
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness.
Okay.
The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists.
That seems pretty normal.
One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, till I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me.
Okay.
But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Bringer starts to recount what happened that day. So,
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
oh shit. Oh, he got gaslighted. Was it gaslighted? Is that really the right way to say it? He was forced to do it in front of everybody. Because he said the blessing of Vivian's tears. Holy shit, he used his own shit against him.
Grateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar! Run! Run!
Dina!
Yeah, Dina looks great here. Wait,
No!
Dina looks a lot better here than the model we had.
Vivian? What's happening?
Or she looks a lot better than, you know, that whole little bratty behavior she had before. I said bratty, but the little over the top attitude, blaming the she blamed to everybody else.
Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Oh no.
Father!
Ah, she doesn't know any better. Oh, around the heart. No, that is a heart. No, it's not the heart.
No, I was just...
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
The blessing of the tears.
Vivian, was this you?
Tina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done...
He's my father. He's all I have.
I think. Well, damn. This chick is psycho from the beginning.
Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Damn. So she wanted to do everything her father wanted. Father was willing to do anything for his ambition, and Vivian wanted to save this chick. Damn, that's I mean his daughter, you know. No, Vivian wanted no. I don't know her name anymore. Dina.
I thought once Landon was gone, Tina would leave the Exaltus. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster. So she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope.
That's not wrong. It's just that how you go about it.
She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that all these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her.
Well, I mean, if you didn't stop it, Dina would have been cooked.
I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort.
Right.
I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Everybody loves a listener. Everyone does.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store and you see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and the stairs are flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis memories now smoothly. Ponder about whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Where this sets in before you know you drift off to sleep. When you wake up, it's almost noon. Belle, Vivian was in the store just now, and you weren't here. But you weren't here. It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was in the auction, so she decided to try to find the security footage from that day. It's possible more happened afterward, and we're simply unaware of it. If we could get the footage, we may gain new clues. Belle, if you have time, let's head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Let's do it. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with acquaintance. Okay.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo. I think I know where he would hide the tape.
God damn, Hugo's one step ahead.
Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. Alright, go ahead and do what you need to do.
As they're saying goodbye to John, Vivian leaves the lounge. Okay, not disappointing. We are Mockingbirds after that. It shouldn't be surprised to have several ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators, so we could train a few birds to put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. But I just checked the tracking, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the video trace is hitting us wherever the bird is. I can't be sure where the bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers, but affected the spit of a such area. If we see a bird, send a picture of it and I should be able to recognize it. I mean, that kind of has to be it, right, guys? Black feathers. Wait, this has some black feathers, so maybe it is? I'm sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk, the bird of Vivian. You get a negative answer, so keep looking elsewhere. There's no way. There's no way. Oh no, this is hilarious. The penguin counts as a bird, I guess. And besides, using a baby for communication is perfectly reasonable. Oh, what if it's this guy? Either way, he took a photo of Santa Vivian. Baby was born with a long set of ellipse. Seems like we were in a, like we were wrong. So oh god, that was hilarious. That back move was awesome. You know, can't really see the back, but I see some purple. Yeah, so one, all thanks to Lord Frank we found them so quickly. If it's here, Hugo must be hidden via tip among these boxes. Look through the boxes and find a recording, but it's been damaged. As discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together, preparing to check the content before you make your next move. So Hugo damaged it before leaving it there, huh? Just in case any random person does get it, they won't have the footage. And most times, people won't even be bothered to make the footage readable again. You watch the recording and content about shot the conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human
No.
commands.
That's another way, to be honest.
Dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed. We can put an end to this.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the Creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the Creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger.
Hugo is such a good man.
As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall when things will ultimately play out.
The creator will guide me.
The real bumps comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Why has Hugo never mentioned this before?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo.
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family.
A young tycoon? Would it be a person or would it be that panda?
This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
So, what should I do?
I should be the young stud.
You can attend as a +1.
+1? Lord Faven, please go with me.
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely.
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6 Street later and escort us to the banquet. The one little friend just leave the social license to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to me. Damn. But since there's some time before we have to go, should we watch a instructional video tip on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from video tips when I first went on the cover at a banquet for the mission too. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with one excursion. Okay. Alright, let's do it. A 603 tall. Miss Banshee. Is something the matter? No, what I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlock can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. And she heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You are so stingy as to not even allow your guest +1, are you? Of course not. Since you're an important companion, Miss Vivian, you are also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chef here shall take you to the port, and from there we will take a speedboat to the manor. Rich people, huh? About the hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal...
Oh?
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that?
I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you... Perhaps
Man, it looks like he had nothing to say.
we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you.
Nah, don't say it like that.
We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you.
He means he's gonna get the information they want.
I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Birds and hurriedly leave, and Vivian seems to breathe the sign of relief.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
We need more for dessert.
Wow, you were so cool just now. Like a powerful, noble lady. You sent Burton packing with just a few words.
It's just some techniques Hugo taught me. Like that dessert I mentioned. It means I want them to offer more if they want to come to an accord. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Let's stick to the
All
plan.
right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow Lord Phaethon.
According to the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Okay. You and Vivian searched through the Hartman's office for a while and nothing happened. They find nothing. Just then, footsteps sound come from the outside, and in a moment of panic, you hid behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction?
How damn, he knows.
So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food.
Yep, this is what we want food.
Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Hartman raises his gun, aiming at Des, yet there is no gunshot. With the clank of a metal, a familiar voice comes out.
Bullet. How?
Yeah, win!
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant?
Hugo's a badass.
You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
How did he survive it, getting his heart pierced by Lycon?
filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear uncle.
What if we got that from Jack the Ripper and Ragnarok? My dear lady. Shortly before.
Faking my own death. it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize.
That's not probably I should do that. Maybe just not now.
We're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
No, the blood pack right there in his
I
hand.
understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course. If things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
No, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As
Okay.
a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means. Lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check
Yeah,
while dealing a
he's-
cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them.
Yeah, Hugo's genius. He is a genius.
Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, we're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end.
Alright.
Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wound?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Icon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo takes quite a pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits on a chair and pulls some rope. Ties some rope. Oh, this isn't a place in Elpis.
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Hugo tells Lycon what happened back in the private suit when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this, because he had drugged that red liquid. However, after that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter will always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions attempting to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage. Perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind, and that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself.
Well, there's a step ladder in behind you. You could just bash your head in it.
Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, Icon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed.
Damn.
You never have.
Damn.
You never will.
God damn.
Time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
After who knows how long, you seemingly ensure endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The road that's boundary is come down, though he didn't know when it had happened. Hugo checked over himself. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightening out his attire and ties himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself?
God damn, he got fucked up.
Looks like someone's over there.
So this is inside a warehouse. A TV, a chair, We got what's it called? The disco moderators living here. Raven Monkey, Robin. It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I made it. I endured for so long, all those years of planning. I was so close. He already agreed. You, go and beg him to reconsider for me. Okay? Tell him you do anything. Tell him you take me back. No, he won't. He won't want to see you now. You can't go and see him, Mother.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
The woman's forces to serve with hatred as if the person before her is not shared by an enemy who just showed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die.
She raised her hands with a real pair of scissors, the tip gleaming a chilling light. She touched the sharp point to Hugo's paler eye. Then she suddenly vanished as she had never existed at all.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within you, you want to kill her. Don't every time she beat you without reason. When she tried to gouge out your eyes. When she sold you into that hell. Laughing all the while. You will not admit your hatred. As you are, you can hunt.
Yes. I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish.
Damn, long text.
Greedy and stupid.
Greedy and stupid.
I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family. Believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn. Discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool.
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Kill her.
God damn it.
Stop lying to yourself. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason, so listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world you're
Just forget about them. They're not really important anymore.
I don't care about them. They don't even matter. At least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive.
It's yourself for being so weak.
But rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that means you. So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this. Your pretty words mean nothing.
After the intense battle days and Hugo awakened in the Dark White House, the rope that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo took a deep breath and of the damp air and stand up. Hugo straightened out the tire and steadies himself up, then he opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion.
Find Serena.
I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Okay.
Brother!
Brother.
Hugo! Let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always
No, never put a chair at the end of a dock.
Serena.
do. You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
Would it be behind the lighthouse?
Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
That's fucked up.
Because of me.
I guess this is the girl that he could have saved.
It was because of you. It's all your fault.
Because he didn't kill that one guy.
If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer. Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time.
Okay.
Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer?
Because they're exploited and taken advantage of.
Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost?
It's like I was behind you the whole time.
I left you a surprise there.
Any servant indifference or dissatisfied servant. What a cruel bastard. I suspect of a distinguished bastard. Of a disguising bastard. Lady Sinner was so nice to him, yet how does he have the nerve to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him from the start. Filthy low blood. The mocking and rage form a wave that crashed through him and threatened to drown him. Then, as the cacophony reached a peak, it goes silent. The air seems to conjure with silence deep and oppressive. It is a time stood still, with his rapid heartbeat echoing.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me. In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena, so she was fated to die. They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful, and they did not succeed. So they killed Serena, who was weaker and easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Those cruel rats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it. In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top. And that's exactly what you managed to live up to. No, you found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death.
Good. But you should have gone all the way.
You should have seen the expression on your face back then. Crazed and manic with utmost delight. I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go again. Trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside. You've always wondered. Asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserve. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt.
God damn, they're actually, they're trying to turn up what do you call it? They're trying to bring up no, I don't know how to say it. Trying to make it more darker. Like, it was all nice and happy, cheerful. We're learning characters left and right, but we're actually getting to, like, that darker tone of ZZZ.
Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased. They die by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side. Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power, dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example.
Hugo is actually a badass, being able to argue back with his inner self.
Is that not karma? Power struggles, pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid. Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Well, damn.
Is that fear I sense? I won't. You won't become so relaxed. How about so? Do that.
God damn. There's only so much of this I care about. I understand it. His life is fucked up. Chill. You would have told me. After the intense battle, Disney, Hugo awakened in the dark house. The road bound him and still had come down. He would take him. Please don't tell me he's still doing it again. He was straightened out his entire tears himself before he opened the warehouse door. There's no way he's still in
I never
it.
thought I'd be this genuinely thankful
There's
to
no
see
way.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Nope. Oh my god. Well, you break out. Why did you use me? The eyes of the day, they were all thanks to... It's all your fault. You know you. What exactly is your father?
I don't want to hear something like you have no idea what that meant.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family to seek revenge. You plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall. He was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there. So, the one who killed innocents was my father.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father. Admitted he...
No, is his father killed and he killed him in return.
The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't like the other me.
He could take a deep breath and slowly open his eyes. Light came on the gun in his place. Is that familiar? But with that, he's still within the illusion.
I've been waiting for it. It seems you've already grown accustomed to this plan. Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. We are ultimately one in the same. Then you should know what I want when you and I can't split. You didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding. Didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometime for that, I must stain these hands in blood. That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Why, those were to slay the dragon. You must first become one with sharp claws, winding fangs, and strength enough. You know the truth. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. You can save more people. Save good people. I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident. So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So,
Okay.
for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family,
For
or
Montes, thank you for
the
stepping by.
entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred.
Oh, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? God damn it. God damn. Wouldn't this better? Wouldn't it be better at 1.7, 1.5 part of the 1.5 of the story quest?
Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. But
Like, Hugo's story quest is not like the main story quest. I legit... Well, I get it. We're talking about Hugo's story quest. We're talking about Hugo's life and his trauma. But why does any of this... How will any of this play an important role to the story quest as a whole? Do we have to know it? Or we're fighting Hugo Vlad himself. The fight of ourselves. The one you can never win, one you can never lose. When EX special attack ultimate hits a stun enemy, the totalized effect is triggered. This effect increases the skill damage multiplier based on the enemy remaining stunned, the duration of the mode activation. After triggering totalized, the enemy will immediately recover from stun, and a certain amount of days will be inflicted based on the stun. Oh. Stats. Character details. High crit rate, low crit damage. No anomaly proficiency. So what is it? Does Hugo run off a crit rate? When chain attack trick of face hits enemy, Hugo's attack stun enemy. Hugo's gains a darker base reverb, state for 6 seconds. The repeat trigger resets the duration. During the stay, Hugo's crit rate is increased by 12% and crit damage increased by 25%. When there is half a stun character in your squad, half stun? 1.5? I don't understand. Hugo's attack is increased by 300 or 900. When the finishing EX special Soul Hunter Punishment Ultimate Blasphemy hits an enemy while they're under stun, the trigger the totalized effect increases the damage multiplier of skill finishing move by 1000%. Damn. Additionally, totalized effect further increases the skill damage multiplier based on the remaining number of stuns an enemy triggered. For each remaining stun, oh my god, this is a lot. Less than Big 5-6 skill damage multiplier increased 280%. For each remaining second stun time for the portion between 5. Oh my, this is so much. What the fuck? The skill damage multiplier increased by 100%. The total increase can be raised the skill damage multiplier up by a maximum. That's insane. After Hugo triggers the total effect, enemy's stun stay will immediately end. Based on the remaining stun at the moment it totalized is triggered, a certain amount of days will be accumulated. For every second the stun remains, 5% days will accumulate up to a maximum days of 25%. Equals to the enemy's maximum days. Each special punishment hits an enemy. If the enemy is not stunned, the days accumulated to the skills by the skill tournament. Wow. That's a lot. What the fuck? This is a lot. When another killer squad stun character or the shade the same attribute chain attack, trigger rate damage increased by 50%. With the further increase of 35% against normal enemies. When total is triggered, the damage dealt by its skill increased by 40%. EX special attacks 100 gains additional 20 energy. That's just so much, man. I'll be honest. That's just way too much. Freaking essay. That's a freaking essay right there. At what point, and you're saying you got skill multiplier by up to 3,400 percentage. This is level 9. Oh, maybe it's this one right here. Bro, how good is that? Isn't that as good as Miyabi? You get an extra 12%. We're sitting at actually a 90% crit rate.
Forgive me.
Solo. Oh, what's detail stats now? We got 800 attack on top of everything. I wonder if we want a bunch of crit rate along with a bunch of crit rate. Crit rate, and you also want attack. 1.2 million for total life. You got shattered. How do you get totalized? By getting the sun effect max? What about I see? 2.4 million totalized. Bop, bop, bop.
Prepare to kneel before me.
So, season might be really good for Hugo Vlad. TVs.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you. Fancy words won't change anything. No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Alright. Find us some time in the middle of a lake on.
Hugo, it's time.